Those who've been under the rock may not know, bro. What city you from?
I'm from New Orleans, baby, downtown, Seven Walk. From all Durgeon Walk, right between Broad and Lapper. I come from under the Seven Wall soldiers and shit, George and all them, you know what I'm saying? Jannard and all them. All the big dogs had us protected. You couldn't come through the Seven Wall back in the days. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't even ride up Durgeon Wall like that.
In the last 2 hours, someone was shot and killed in the 7th Ward.
We got 9 or 10 shots in the 7th Ward. We got people down.
New Orleans police are looking into the murder of a woman last night in the 7th Ward.
Growing up in the 7th Ward, that shit was hectic. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. I really been exposed to some shit. I didn't really seen nigga shit laid out in front of my mama do. I done seen my partners, God bless the dead, niggas who I done looked up to busting shit right there. And that's on God. You know what I'm saying? I done seen this before. Like, we stood on Russia Blade. The house that we stay in, this is a crack house. This is where niggas hang out and they go to their house, but the ops know where this house at. Where they hang, you know how the hood is. This the house. They in front this door shooting dice. Where I gotta sleep at. You know, I was in all the parts of the city because my mama was everywhere, in a goose, you know what I'm saying, in a checkerboard, wherever. Like, we done lived in projects, the Lafitte, you know what I'm saying, like we done lived everywhere, the 8th wall, the 9th wall, it don't matter what wall it was, you know what I'm saying, but I'm mainly downtown, you know what I'm saying. We weren't really never like located uptown or whatever, but by us being affiliated with uptown rappers and shit, so we knew everybody. Everybody knew us, you know what I'm saying? They knew our family.
Celebrate, and then Toya meet Wayne, right? How was that for the family? I mean, was that any
Well, this was back in the 90s. Wayne wasn't even signed to Cash Money when Toya was, he probably knew Baby and all that and probably about to get signed or whatever, from far as what I knew.
How old were you when you and Wayne first met?
I was 12 or 13, something like that. I was really young when I met Wayne. He was rapping, but he wasn't a Lil Wayne, you know, that was before the Hot Boys even came out.
So Wayne and Toya were like a high school boyfriend and girlfriend? Or?
Yeah, like middle school, Livingston and all that, you know what I'm saying? So they was young, they probably about 13, 12, 13 years old, because Toya got pregnant at 14, so, you know, Walt and all them went to school together. You know, Wayne and Walt went to Livingston and shit together.
So Toya was actually Wayne's really like first real life situation, real life love, and really
probably so,
Okay. Yeah, I mean, so when Wayne popped, I'm saying, like, what happened? I mean, was it a big transition, a big difference within the family, or did it affect you guys personally at all?
With that, you know, my brother always was a rapper. You know, Walt been rapping since 9, and Walt 40 years old now. So Wayne 40 years old. At the end of the day, when Wayne really took off with the Block is Hot or whatever with Cash Money, I was a youngster, you know what I'm saying? So I wasn't really into it like that. I ain't really know about it like that.
Where I'm from, I don't be buzzed out. Dodging cops and burning blocks, so we be thugged out.
Say, Brad, with the association, with the family ties, with Wayne and things, was there ever any plans or ever any anything on the table for you guys to for Young Money?
Me and Baby had a talk back in like, when this was, like 06 or something like this. You know what I'm saying? I always had my shot, but I always would get incarcerated. Like, I've been going to jail since 10 years old, so I always missed my shot. You know what I'm saying? When it was time for me to really, like, you know, get that opportunity, I miss out on it by being incarcerated, getting incarcerated or whatever. So, and if shit when it went left with the bank robbery and all that, that Truth Mob shit was gonna take off. You know what I'm saying? They used to call us the rich Truth Mob boys in Atlanta when we play our songs in the club and shit. But we definitely was moving around, and before we went to jail or got incarcerated, labels was calling Walt, you know what I'm saying, and asking about us and shit like that. So it was definitely gonna be a success.
How can you say something about me? Just look how far I came. From having shit to flying on planes. Oh man, look, I gotta do me.
Any experiences with Juvie, BG, and experiences with
you know, I've been on Juvie and them, man. You know, I used to watch BG Kids. You know, I used to watch Lil Christopher and Tyron and them when I was young. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, Marquivia, BG Baby Mama, you know, her and Toya was like this back in the days. They used to always go clubbing and shit. And I'm stuck with the kids. I'm watching them. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Juvie. I done been in the studio with Juvie a couple of times.
So you said Tyron, that's T.Y.?
That's T.Y.
So did you hear about T.Y. got locked up? For them
Yeah, he
guns?
got locked up
for the same thing his daddy got locked up for.
Yeah. I'm scrolling down my timeline and I see Tyron on a jail car. I'm like, what the fuck? So I call my cousin Poppy. I'm like, Pop, what the fuck? Tyron in jail for? He's like, man, this nigga got cold as oops. I'm like, oh, man. I'm like, where at? In Harahan. I'm like, man, T tripping.